I think, to all of us. Thank you. I also want to thank Senator Schiff and Paul for joining me and Senator Kaine in this important resolution. Now, Mr. President, today, senators face a choice. Stand with the American people who are tired of war in the Middle East, or side with Donald Trump, who bumbles America into another war most Americans fiercely oppose. Voting on matters of war is one of the most solemn votes a senator can take. This is about whether or not senators are ready to send your sons and your daughters into harm's way. If there was ever a moment for Senate Republicans to take a stand, it's now. The last thing the American people want or need is another war in the Middle East. But if you listen to Secretary Pete Hegseth's press conference this morning, one thing is crystal clear. America is at war, with no plan, no strategy. In his own words, Hegseth said, quote, "We are just getting started." Hegseth said, "We are accelerating, not decelerating." And in the wake of 6 brave Americans who died in uniform, Trump simply says, "There will likely be more. That's the way it is." This, my colleagues, is madness. Americans spent the last 2 decades fighting and dying in the Middle East. Parents watched their kids shipped off to foreign lands. So many lives lost, so many billions wasted, so much suffering and anguish that scarred an entire generation. Why is Donald Trump hell-bent on making history repeat itself? Why is he plunging America headfirst into a war that Americans do not want and which he cannot even explain? Enough is enough. The American people deserve a say, and that is what our resolution is about. We must act to stop Trump's belligerence. The American people will be watching how senators vote. History will judge this chamber for how we act. To my colleagues, all of my colleagues, it is time to make a stand. We must stop another war in the Middle East. Support our resolution. Yield the floor.
Senator from Virginia.
Section 601B of the International Security Assistance and Arms Control Act, I move to discharge the Committee on Foreign Relations from further consideration of S.J. Res. 104 to direct the removal of United States Armed Forces from